Well, greetings and salutations, Series 7 test takers. This is the Series 7 Guru coming to you from my studio in fabulous Las Vegas with another explication request. So here's the request. A customer is long BFD November 65 puts and short BFD November 55 puts. So you should definitely recognize right out of the gate, this is a spread. Spread is when you're long and short the same type of contract. Now, I'd also like to get comfortable with, particularly on puts, contract specifications. All right, so here's our question. Here's the answer set. I have a choice to sell the stock at 65. I have an obligation to buy it at 55. So a couple ways you could think about this. One, you could say to yourself, okay, well, will this be profitable? If somebody sticks it to me at 55, because I'm the put E at 55, and I put it to the next guy, stick it at 65, on the put at 65, that sounds pleasurable. That sounds profitable. So if exercise is a good thing, makes me a happy camper, that means this is a debit spread. Because remember, exercise always goes with that. Now, the other way I could do it is to know that higher strike put contracts always have greater premiums. And so that 65 put is going to have a greater premium than the 55 put. That's another way I could have attacked this question. I always say lower, higher, longer. Lower strike call contracts always have greater premiums. Higher strike put contracts always have greater premiums, and longer term option contracts always have greater premiums. Again, regardless whether you're long or short, a choice to sell at 65 is more desirable than a choice to sell at 55. So you could have known that, and then you can again reinverse it's a debit put spread. And remember, the larger premium dominates. So in knowing that, we can say, okay, we're going to pay out more than we're going to bring in, again, illustrating that this is a debit spread. But you also could have said, okay, well, I know that this is the dominant leg because it has a greater premium, and long puts are bearish, right? So that's another way to go. Okay, so which of the following is true? This has unlimited risk. You should definitely know that's not true. There is no spread that has unlimited risk. That's the whole point of the spread, is I want to play between, in this case, 55 and 65. I think about options being about floors and ceilings. Spreads do not have unlimited risk. It's profitable if BFD declines, yes, right? If BFD is 55 or lower, right, then I get stuck the stock at 55, and then I stick it to somebody at 65. And that's good news. So I definitely want BFD to decline. Now, as a test taker, you should have known, good test taker, it's either B or C because they're mutually exclusive. We can't be B and C in the same universe. One says something directly opposite. I use the principle of mutual exclusion this way, right? Socrates is a dog. Socrates is a philosopher. He's either a dog or he's a philosopher. He can't be both. And debit put spreads are indeed bearish. And a lot of people get hung up that debit means bullish. No, it does not. Here's an example where debit does not mean bullish. And credit doesn't mean bearish. I could show you credit positions that are bullish. I have 2 unpopular lectures that are all about that, about credit bullish strategies and debit bearish strategies. So B is the answer. Profitable between 55 and 65, no. No, we don't know what the net premium is. We don't know what the break even is. We know bullish, but to be profitable in between there, it would have to be a short straddle, and it's certainly not that. So the answer is B as in boy. It's profitable. The BFD declines in the video description. I will put a nice little video on the 8 testable items on spreads, or maybe I'll put one on video on missing premiums, how to go about that, and I'll put that in the pinned comment as well. Remember, inch by inch, your Series 7 is a cinch. Yard by yard, your Series 7 is hard, and I'll see you for the next explication request.